Well, welcome back to Red Shoe Diaries. I hope you're wealthy, healthy, happy, and plumb tickled wherever you're at. Whether it's morning, night, noon, evening, don't matter. Whenever you read this, see this rather. Back down up here in the holler, sort of. Temperature's turned off cool again. Back down here in the stove room, playing with the stove a little bit. Need to stoke it back up. But sitting here thinking a little earlier how in the last week or so, two, but really last week or so, a couple of weeks, we had snow, and then we had days that's down around zero, and just really cold. Period. Around here, I'm sure people up north, northwest, Canada, that's nothing to them. That's probably spring day or summer day to them. But around here, it's pretty cold. And then finally, that melted off. Had us some rain. Then we got up around in the 60s. And you're like, well, hey, here we go again, It's time for something else to change. Well, needless to say, then it went back to raining. So it rained a couple of days, got the water up, then had maybe a day off. Well, it's rained again. We've got flooding around here, different places, roads blocked off, creeks overflowing, rivers that are giving, flood watches along the rivers, some of these creeks and stuff. And, this is all coming through. I think we're still under like a flood watch till Tuesday, I believe. But I got to looking because it started spitting some snow today. And earlier today it was raining. Last night it rained last night and stuff. So then it spit some snow. Temperatures dropped. And I was looking, I guess Wednesday, uh, they're on watch for might be a snowstorm or whatever. Anyway, they're giving us snow and could be up to 2 to 3 inches, could be more. That's just a earlier prediction. And then the temperature dropping again. Joke's always been around here. Just wait around a little bit and see what comes through next. Because you can't make this stuff up. You're like, well, okay, you know. Yeah, one day you run around in your t-shirt and stuff. Next day, I've got insulated coveralls where I go out with, and toboggan or boggin or whatever. I don't know what other people call them, but you have them on when you go out. Got these few days I didn't have to run the stove or anything. Now I'm back to run the stove. Of course, I gotta get some more wood brought in, but you can't laugh. You just have to laugh about all of it, and all the rain and stuff going around here, and you see a lot of damage on you. Like you read back in the Bible with Moses, and it talks about how long it took him to build the ark, and while he took, how long he was in the ark, the way the water was, and you think about it, people, they still getting married, making merry, doing their thing, laughing at him, all that, ain't no such thing gonna happen. Of course, it come about, and of course, we got the rainbow tells us, that the Lord ain't gonna wipe us out with the water again. But up here where I live at, area I live in, when the water gets up here, it's a real bad day. It gets to my house, it's gonna be really a bad day. But still, it makes you think. It's just like looking at all the weather, how everything changes from day to day, and you got all these people running around going, "Hey, we know this, we do that, we predict this, we can do that," and I sort of think of it sort of like the Tower of Babel, and people got thought they're so highly intelligent and Good Lord fix that problem. And sometimes that's how we are today. We think we have all the answers, and lots of times you see people, you know, they seem to have all the answers. They've got it all figured out. Uh, I figure, probably 75, 80% of just faking it, you know, fake it till you make it, or just, keep saying it till you believe it, maybe. As long as you don't, blink when people look at you and you tell them whatever, hey, they're gonna go with it. Sometimes I see something the other day about that. It said we look at a person, say driving a 10-year-old car, it's paid for. Uh, they got enough emergency fund stuck back. They're good for either 3 6 months. They got so many thousands of dollars put back in their retirement account stuff. Really, they don't really have no overhead, whatever. And people, just feel sorry for them. They've just never had nothing. They're gonna make nothing. And then we look at the people driving the $100,000 vehicles and wearing designer clothes, shoes, whatever. Then they're going on these very exotic trips and all that. But then you wonder, how bad in debt they all are. They have all the fancy toys and gifts and stuff, but they're way out there in how much they owe on everything. People think they're really making it with, I have known of people who literally live paycheck to paycheck, that they have to check to make sure they're making enough money to pay the bills. Every week they have to make X amount of money or they're going under. They're a paycheck away from losing everything they have. And but people, oh gosh, look how great they are. You know, looks can be deceiving people, and it's simple to believe that. You know, I don't think we see it when we're younger though. I think that's part of the thing of being young and dumb and foolish, or I think that's what's wrong with the world today. Lots of times people are so busy with all these watching all the media, watching all this on their phone, TV, it don't matter. Tell them how great all this is, how these, people are multi-millionaires and doing this and doing that, and how great they are, and da 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 da. And you got to have all this money, or you're never going to be happy. And I think a lot of people get caught up in that today, which is pretty sad. I look at my grandparents' stuff, things they had, and didn't have a lot. But when you come to their house, you was always loved. And I see a lot of people who have a lot of the other stuff, but they don't have that. My dad once said, well, maybe, I think really only went on one time for my older sister went to school and stuff, college and stuff. We went on a vacation, and a lot reason we got by with that because we had to take he had a doctor's appointment in a city, and they had a amusement park deal there at the time. So we went. And he had an appointment, so him and mom, fixed it where we get a motel and go to the thing. And he had a doctor appointment. We got to see a few things, which is pretty cool, But people talk about it all the time. I know people take 3 or 4 vacations a year. They just can't sit at home. And hey, if you can afford it, have that. I'll tell you. Uh, but he once I was talking about my dad. He once made a comment. He goes, "Well, maybe we didn't have a whole lot growing up, you know." But he said there was always a roof over our head. There's always a shirt on our back, and there's always food on the table. And he goes, if you done all that and you made that, and you got your family and stuff around you, he said, I think you've done all right. You've done real well. And sometimes we forget to look at the simplicity of that. Just something simple as that. Even with my daughter, I've told her the same thing. I ain't never had a lot. Don't plan on having a lot. It's just not in the. It's never been that important to me. You know. But She always was loved. All my kids showed up, come through here, whatever. All my heart kids, adopted kids as I call them, through my heart. They showed up at my house or stayed a little while, whatever it was. They always was told they was loved and hugged and told to come back. There's always home here. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that if they remember me when my time goes. Sort of a rambling message today. You know, how do you go from flood and all this, go to your family? I don't know. But that was on my mind. But anyway, folks, I hope you have a great week. I guess we'll see what this week does for us. See what the weather does. I don't know what kind of adventure it'll turn into, but I guess we'll see how it goes. I hope that each and every one has a great week. I hope that if maybe you had something going on with your family and friends and had a fallout, maybe you'll make time to see if you can patch it up a little bit. Get a hold of old friends or family. Somebody you used to work with, somebody used to make you smile. Reach up and say, hey, I was just thinking about you. Make them laugh, make them smile. Heck, it might make you laugh and smile. Who knows? I was blessed last week to get with some buddies. First time we got all of us together at the same time, over 40 years, which is pretty awesome. And I've got some other friends I get together. We do that. We try to do it, once, twice a year. So, and I see the family pretty regular, which is, what else is they? I'm blessed for all that. Is what I'm saying. Anyway, folks, I hope wherever you at, what are you doing? You have a great week, as my buddy would say. Hope the Lord takes a liking to you, but not too soon. As always, Alston.